What is up, guys? Uncanny here. It's a good day. I like the weather. So today we will be doing a free roam grinding. I'm gonna have to farm maybe a little more of BP. So if I do a Nintendo subscription, I may be able to use that on situation where I have to test teams on double battles. So we're gonna do that, and then probably a mix of max raid, potentially meeting a new Pokemon to be added on our team. Let's do that. And you know, probably some item, item picking or NPC battles. You know the, the round. So we'll get into that, and let's go. was really hoping we could finally see some low tier legendaries on new roster in Pokemon Champions. I'll be excited if that happens, but who knows? I'm always amazed by the effect of the freeze dry, because it is both super effective on the usual flying and ground types, including grass types, but also super effective on the water types, which is supposed to be not very effective. So it's one of the things that is, uh, kinda amazed me about the uh, move set that the Pokemon does on the move pool and many varieties of effects, and I find it awesome. So what is awesome about bringing rock type is that when you are facing a strong fire type opponent. When you set up the sandstorm, it also increases your special defense, which is kind of awesome. Once the sandstorm is set, even though I am facing another two Gigantamax Charizard, Regirock can face them no problem. Because since the special defense is boosted, while it is not very effective also because of the rock resistant to fire. So any the more fire types will be resisted and defeated. And that is of course if we are to, remain a Gigantamax the same way that, for example, another two Charizard with Gigantamax will be sent out. This is just a some kind of computation, and math estimation stuff. Give me a few sec, guys. I didn't know that the Caesar is spawning in these parts. I've been looking for it for for a long time now since my legendary hunt begins because I kind of needed the pulse swipe, you know, and be resistant to electric. So this is kind of disappointing that we only just encounter it now. Just when we don't, you know, don't really need it that much. But for the sake of Dex, we'll catch this one. Maybe we'll probably needing it, for future. Probably if I do a reset or and want to hunt another same legendaries with a different competitive move pool, and set and stuff. So let's just catch it uh, and let's get it done. I wonder if the full swipe is available on the what trader, because I don't recall Caesar learning the full swipe naturally by leveling up. I could be wrong though, but we'll see. So I think Sword and Shield, gave us too much. I mean, it's been generous, giving us a lot of legendaries from the DA adventure. Anyway, let's do some max raids. This is actually nice, you know. I love farming and grinding during the afternoon. You know, I always thought that you had to battle 5-star raid in order to get to Armorite ore. But it seems I was wrong. You can actually get to Armorite regardless of the level of the raids. It's hardly noticeable, you know, because I get to battle 5-star more. I rarely battle the lower stars. So yeah, I just find out. Lol. You know, if I can push to at least 1 million watts on this game, that is enough to create an entire army of Pokemon teams for whatever season of the Pokemon Champions and Pokemon Wind and Waves ranked battles may come, you know. I mean, we'll be over prepared by the time it's released because of how good the mechanics of Generation 8. It's actually a generous game because it gives us a lot of legendaries compared to Generation 9. Probably comparable to Generation 7 as well. So guys, regarding the farming stuff and grinding stuff, remember that I'm not saying that you have to do it, but I just wanna reveal to you how it makes sense, because all the efforts, all the time, and all the energy you spent on grinding, if you are not going to use that on building your teams for competitive, it's kinda, it's kinda pointless, because if you are not a battler, then you are just a mere collector, You know what I mean? Because if you just want to, there's no problem in playing Pokemon, but you know, you just gotta know yourself, in where category you prefer, and how you wanted to play the game in a way that is beneficial to your progress. Because if you, let's say you're not a collector, but you do collecting stuff, right? So it kind of doesn't make sense. So it's like you are collecting, but you are not doing it 100%, right? Let's say you collect a lot of Pokemon, but does not complete your decks because you're not a collector. So it kind of, pointless doing it at the beginning, because there's no real progress if you are not going to do it 100%, like completing the decks. It's the same way in battling. So if you are building teams, giving it the right stats, items, and all of that, and yet you are not going to participate in any sort of competition, either local or international, it seems doesn't make sense, because that way you are only battling like the NPCs of the game. So it's kinda a waste of time, don't you think? There's a lot of stuff that doesn't make sense to me even to these days. So we are so called a community, right? Whether it is a online community, a public community, public places, and yet people say stuff like, let's say about Pokemon, right? And people say like, oh, let him do what he wants. He can do whatever he wants, however he wants. That's no problem, There's no problem in it. But the thing is, it kind of defeats the purpose of being a community, because people are making suggestions and tips and advice. I think there's no advice that is wrong, because it still depends on a person whether you will follow it, use it, do it partially, and there's no problem with it, or not do it. But people debating or arguing that not to let others help you or give a suggestion by saying let him do what he wants. It defeats the purpose of being a community, you know. So, in short, it no longer makes sense, you know. It no longer makes sense because people tend to get angry whenever you wanted to help or probably trying to help someone that is not in line with their beliefs. And I don't know, man. If that's not the right, then why we are in community, you know? If that the world works, then we should be living in different planets, you know? I'm always baffled how gym leader Clara hold his Pokeball like that. It kinda, she kinda presses the middle so that the Pokemon might get released, but at the same time, he's holding the Pokeball, forcing it to be close. I don't know. I'm not sure how the Pokeball functions, but from my point of view, it seems like it. Also, it got me curious how she was able to be, uh, how she was allowed to enter on this space of the stadium, which is supposed to be only available to those who have finished the dojo main quests. So, um, it's questionable, really. So guys, I just want to let you know that even if my team has no shiny on it, these are all competitive teams that I handcraft myself. Probably the standard one for most of it, because I'm kinda getting the idea that the Pokemon champions will be the mechanics there will be the same on the future generations, where you can just simply edit the stat points for your entire team. So at least I have to make the standard, if ever, just in case that the future generation does not adapt the mechanics of Pokemon champions. If you guys see Landorus on Generation 9, for a genie, he looks kinda small. You know, I have checked his sizes on the NPC. The standard one, yeah, it looks kinda small. Uh, Even though he looks quite big on the battles, like the NPC battles, rank battles, but in the outer world of the game or the in-game, it's completely, looks small. You know, not that it matters though, but yeah, I just wanna share what I've seen there. So yeah. If I can get to 1,000,000 watts, I think I'll be happy. That's just enough number for a lot of Pokemon team buildings for competitive and the vitamins for EVs. This is the most consistent way, consistent day that we ever get to have consistent Armorite ore for the entire run on the max raids, which is awesome, you know. What the heck? It has a perfect IV, guys. The Ditto we just caught with the max raid. I'm not even online, guys. I mean, I don't have a Nintendo subscription and we just got lucky from a 4-star max raid. It's crazy. This is probably the second Ditto I got from the game. It's crazy. That's 6. See, I'm not connected online on the Nintendo subscription because it just ended about a month ago and I haven't renewed it yet. We just randomly get the Ditto from the max raid, you know, throw a wishing piece. At least now we had the idea that this place here had a good chance of encountering a good IV or 6 IV Ditos. I know it's not 100%, but man, that was lucky, man. Sure was lucky. Look how awesome it is to encounter it. Almost it's almost, yeah, it's crazy. And it even has the hidden ability imposter. That is crazy, man. It's like the game is telling me to make more team, breed more Pokemon, use this Ditto. You will get the best possible team, It's crazy. But in some way, it feels more like a reward, after catching all these legendaries, which its perspective competitive stats. It's awesome, man. This day is awesome. I'm getting the idea of betting on a lottery today because of what just happened. I don't know, man. It's pretty wild, you know. Let's just say that save and secured. Guys, if you know, uh, Hitmonlee here is one of the legends in competitive battling. I've seen it defeated six legendaries. It sweeps, you know, with itself alone. It's crazy, with the unburden ability, and then pair it up with the lychee berry, and it sweeps the entire legendary team in competitive. I'm still laughing whenever I recall that scenario. That's why it got my interest when I saw it on the dungeon. I'll probably give it to one of the NPCs, or probably not, because the main boss is a psychic type. I think this is the only day that we get super lucky with the hacks and the um, shenanigans, the freeze hacks, the paralyze hacks, and the poison hacks, the status problem occurrence. There's something different about today. It really makes me want to go to the lottery store or the outlet and find out my luck today, you know. Yo, what's up, summertime? Welcome, welcome. How are you? I'm doing all right, you know. I'm feeling lucky today. There are stuff that unexplainable to me. How about you? How are you doing? How are you doing today? Are you smashing some Pokemon Dynamax? Are you catching or hunting a legendary shinies? You know, you never know, man. You never know. It just needs a little spark of luck, you know. Oh, really? You went to into hike? So, Azel, it's not even shiny, you know. I haven't really used Azel in competitive or any rank. You know, I haven't even checked its base stats. So I'm really little knowledgeable about Azel. I think this Pokemon have a trio partners, which is similar to being a psychic too. I forgot the other two. Yeah, because if it's a strong Pokemon, I should have heard of it, but I only see it on the, you know, on rare occasions such as from decks or some streamers, you know. Yeah, it's Uxie and Mesprit. I remember that the diamond kind of thing. I mean the resemblance to the head. But the Rayquaza, the shiny one, it looks cool though. You know, I think the dark coloring really fits the skin of the dragon. You know, yeah, true, for real, man. Is there a mega shiny? I think it's some kind of a mark or something related. Oh, you mean the transformation, the mega? Yeah, yeah, true man, real. I thought you were saying like a super rare mega shiny, but you are referring to a mega stone. So here, I don't really care about the self. I'm kind of looking for something more unique, that could potentially be added to the team. It's yeah, as you said, it's boring. Yeah, true. But I'm interested on the its stats. I just wanna check if it's good or not. But I have a strong feeling that it's not. Yeah, man, true. There are a lot, including Mewtwo. Yeah, it's a strong psychic. Wait a moment. I think I'll check the stats of this Azelf. You know what? I think I'll take back what I said. It's actually pretty good. But compared to other legendaries, yeah, it's kinda mid. Yeah. So Summer, I just checked the stats of Azel, and I take back what I said. It's actually pretty good, but compared to other legendaries, yeah, it's real man. It's kinda mid. So yeah, I didn't take it. But probably with the right nature, I might catch it and take it. Maybe maybe soon. But yeah, compared to other legendaries, its stats is and abilities, it's mid, you know. It's a mixed attacker, so it's good both on physical and special attack. So it kind of surprises me, you know, because it doesn't really look like a Pokemon that has a good stats or attacking stats, but it's kind of fast too, you know. So yeah, it's a bit surprising there. Yeah, I will also take the nature for the special attack for the Azel if ever I get the chance to get the right nature for it. But if I were to be specific, the IV for the for the physical attack should be zero. You know, the no good thing on the IV checker. There is really something odd about today. You know, I really felt like you know the feeling of feeling lucky. You know, it's been occurring since recently. Um, After I started the stream and then do some Pokemon free roam stuff, like getting a 6 IV dito from a 4-star raid. It's weird. And now we are getting lucky with the digging NPC with a lots of watts, you know. Yeah, I mean, I'm starting to think like going to the lottery outlet right now, you know, and maybe pick a lucky number, you know. I don't know, man, but it you know what? It's unexplainable, you know. Something is like telling me that go to the lottery outlet, you know, and do this. It's weird, man. Yeah, it's funny, you know, because the cost for a lottery ticket here is only like 0.50 cents, dollar cents. So per ticket. So I might get one considering what is happening now, including you see on your screen. I'm getting a lot of what's here, which is really happened to me. So I mean, I know this is Pokemon, right? But today is different. I got a lucky 6 IV dito with the 4 star, which is very unusual to happen. And my opponent on the Dynamax Adventure got frozen, I think 2 or 3 times consecutively. So, and there are more stuff. So I think I might go to the lottery later after after the end of this stream. Yeah, true. Never underestimate the Pokemon. Yeah, man, for real. Yeah, I mean, it's not like it's gonna 100% gonna happen, but I mean, the winning thing, it's not guaranteed, but if it were to happen, yeah, I think it's best not to uh, tell anyone about it, and maybe get some, you know, financial advisor or what. Oh, thanks, summertime. I think that's about it, guys. We hit the 2 hours mark, which is our usual streaming hours. Um, I'm gonna end the stream now and probably head outside for the ticket. I'm not sure, but something is forcing me to do it. But anyway, guys, if you love content of Pokemon like this, don't forget to leave a like and subs to the channel. It means a lot to me, guys. Thank you very much, and also to you, summertime. You have a great day, man.